Welcome! This tutorial will go over the basic format and style for APA papers.
The 7th edition of the APA Publication Manual was published in October 2019 and includes a number of updates designed to make the APA style more user-friendly and approachable. The following slides will highlight some of the key elements based on the 7th edition. First, a title page. A title page must include the title, author names, institutional affiliations, course number and name, instructor name, and due date.
Abstract. An abstract is required for most research papers but not for typical essays. The abstract should be between 150 to 250 words. Font. A variety of font options are now acceptable, although Times New Roman 12 point is often recommended. Other acceptable fonts include Arial 11 point, Georgia 11 point, etc. Margins. 1-inch margins on all sides are standard. Spacing. Double spacing should be used throughout, including in the title, headings, and references. Running head. For student papers, the running head is no longer required. For professional papers, it includes just the page number on the first page and a short title with the page number on subsequent pages. Pagination. Page numbers are included in the top right corner of each page. For written assignments, which will comprise most of your online assignments, you will use an essay format. An essay has 3 main sections: an introduction to your paper, and a body, which is where the main discussion of your paper will be. This includes responding to any questions in the assignment. You will end the paper with a conclusion, and wrap up what you have said with an analysis. Of course, you will start with an appropriate APA title page and end with a reference page. If you are developing a research paper, the format would comprise of an introduction. This includes the background and thesis statement. A literature review. This is an optional section summarizing existing research. The methods section. This is a description of the research methodology. The results. Here you will present the study's findings. A discussion. This is an analysis and interpretation of the results. And a conclusion, which is a summary and implications for additional research. Lastly, references, where you list your cited sources. Additionally, you may have an appendices listing supplementary material if needed. The following slides and graphics come from the APA Style Manual 7th edition. The APA title page should look like this. The affiliation consists of the department of the course and the name of the university. Write the course number and name and the instructor name as shown on the course materials. Use the date format used in your country for the assignment due date. Page number 1 appears in the top right of the page in the page header. No running heads are required for student papers. This slide shows the line spacing on the APA title page. This slide shows the line spacing on the APA title page. This slide shows the font for the APA title page. Moving on to the introduction and the body of the paper. Repeat the paper title at the top of the first page of the text. Begin with an introduction to provide background and context. Use descriptive headings to identify other sections in the body of the paper. These will come from the questions asked in the assignment. Sections and headings vary depending on paper type and complexity. Text can include tables and figures, block quotations, headings, and footnotes. This slide shows the text line spacing, which should be double-spaced in all text, including headings, paragraphs of text, and block quotes. This slide shows the APA heading formats. A heading should be used in the body of your paper to denote the sections or questions in your assignment. You would use the same font throughout the paper, including the headings. Alignment for section headings is shown in this graphic. Center Level 1 headings. Left align Level 2 and Level 3 headings. Indent Level 4 and Level 5 headings like a paragraph. Boldface all headings. Also, italicize Level 3 and Level 5 headings. Additionally, you can create heading styles using your word processing program, which is built into Academic Writer, available for Word via sample papers on the APA Style website. This slide shows the proper format for a reference list in APA. Make sure you view the APA reference citation tutorial.
This slide shows the correct line spacing for a reference list. This slide shows the proper reference list alignment.
Notice that the citations are in alphabetical order.
This slide shows the reference list font style.
As a final checklist for your papers, let's check each of these elements. First, check the page order. Arrange pages in the following order. Title page, page 1. Text starts on page 2. Reference list starts on a new page after the text. Each paragraph is indented 5 spaces. Next, check the headings. Check that headings accurately reflect the content in each section.
Start each main section with a Level 1 heading.
Use Level 2 headings for subsections.
Use the same level of heading for sections of equal importance. Avoid having only one subsection within a section, have 2 or more, or none.
Finally, check the assignment instructions. Remember, instructors' guidelines supersede APA style. Students should check their assignment guidelines or rubric for specific content to include in their papers and to make sure they are meeting assignment requirements. Here are some tips for better writing.
Ask for feedback on your paper from a classmate, a writing center tutor, or a platform like SmartStudent.
Budget time to implement suggestions.
Use spell check and grammar check to identify potential errors. Also, use Grammarly software at www.grammarly.com. And proofread the paper by reading it slowly and carefully aloud to yourself.
Consult your university writing center if you need extra help.
These are excellent resources for more information on APA format and style.